Welcome, people. We're back again. Flashback again.
Yes, we
Episode
are.
six, episode 6. So people are still liking it. So we're going to do another one. And this week we've got none other. You may know him from Caps Locked Podcast over on YouTube. This is YouTube actually. So on here and Tri-State Fitted on Instagram. Wes, how are we?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. I just had you on my show.
Yeah, it's like literally we've been talking for 3 hours already.
Yeah,
It's funny, isn't it?
got
But
to know you a lot, and
yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. I appreciate this, and I look forward to doing your show. It's different to be on this side of the
yeah.
screen. I'm gonna be on that side.
Yeah,
Brady
you're now
Bunch.
on side now. So you've got no controls or nothing. You're just there for
Nothing.
the ride.
I'm a tenant in your home. I have
Yeah.
just nothing here.
So I'll just
Oh,
fly a
that's
banner
nice.
straight across. Boom. There we go.
Okay, I didn't know you can do that. Wow. See, look at you teaching me stuff too.
Yeah. You got a banner and you can type whatever you want and you can set it to either stay on for 10 seconds and it goes off automatically, or this is
That's
just on
cool.
constant till I'll turn it off. So I'll turn it off now and then.
So if you see
But,
it on my show next week, you know where I got it from.
yeah. Plug. Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
So like you say, we've just finished yours. So now we've gone from present day. Now we're gonna try and go back a bit now. A bit of history, some stories, and we'll just take it from there. You know how it goes.
Definitely.
You know how it goes.
Big fan of your show.
First thing, why fitteds? What got you into fitteds? Where did it start?
Honestly, I'm a big sports fan. So, I went through my many phases of hats. I just recently I probably been collecting like seriously for the past 2 years, 3 years maybe. But everyone always knew me as someone with a hat on. Like there hasn't been a time in my life where I just didn't have a hat, whether it was a snapback, beanie. That's how it started. I always had a hat. And I recently, well, not recently, but like when I started collecting again, it was through my friend Lonnie. He's the one that showed me the hats. He's the one that showed me Hat Club. He showed me Lids. Not Lids, but Lids HD. Like I had no idea about Lids HD. And once he showed me the different hats and I found out about different logos, I went crazy.
Yeah, Lids HD was like the premium version of Lids, weren't it? It was like you get all your. So I mean, was there many physical stores of Lids HD, or was it just in and around?
They didn't have the Houston store yet. It was just New York City, and I believe there's another one. I'm not sure, but I know later on they opened up the Houston store. And that was my first store I started really buying from. I probably bought a few hats from Hat Club here and there, but my first actual store was Liz HD because they were doing a free pin with every purchase. So I was just going crazy buying random hats and getting pins. That's how I filled my pin board starting up.
A lot used to. Like my first recollection of pins associated with fitted hats was Hat Club. Hat Club, I think, were the first, if I remember, to include pins. They always used to have it used to be the circular one that used to say Hat Club exclusive.
Yeah, the Hat Club coin.
Yeah, and I think that was
Capsule too.
Yeah, Capsule got it, but I'm sure that like I remember Hat Club coin pins 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, see, I didn't know
the logo was different. The logo used to be, how it's like the black 8s now. It used to be like a 2-color logo, and it used to be really curved and weird. Like I'm sure it was a blue 8 and like an orange C. Strange. I remember the pin. I've probably got one somewhere, one of the older pins.
Those are good for more like collecting. I wouldn't leave it on a hat. Honestly, they're too
No,
big.
no, it's like I say. I think I don't even. Do they even still come with them pins
Once
now,
in a
or is
while,
it
I'll see them
certain
pop up,
ones?
but it's not like it's an all the time thing. And people do be checking for them. Like I had a few keep looking at that camera. I had a
Yeah,
few Hat Club coins that I was able to sell, but
mm,
never really been my style. They're too big. No
yeah,
disrespect to the Hat Club coins or anything like that. It's just not my style.
yeah. It's pins are like over here, like New Era. I don't know if they do it on the US side, but New Era Euro. I'd say the other day, perfect example. They've released a Mets and a Yankees hat. It's just normal Yankees front logo, Subway Series side logo, but then they've done this weird Subway Series script down the side. Looks terrible.
Hmm.
They've put like a cash blip with a dollar on it, and then a pin, and they're charging £71, which is about $95 for it, just
What?
because they've added two pins to it. They
That's
do that in
insane.
Europe. You can get a normal hat, they'll add a pin to it, it's $10 more. The hat's no premium, no special materials. Crazy.
That's
But,
insane.
so they charge for pins, and then you've got capsule. Every hat comes with a pin in a
Every
box.
hat comes with a pin and a box.
I mean, that alone, it's crazy because obviously, if I buy from Hats Capsule, I have them sent to my friend. He never sends the boxes because they're too bulky to get in the package. So I've probably got 100 capsule hats, but I ain't got no capsule boxes.
I had a lot of boxes. I had to get rid of them after I moved from Florida. So just because I had nowhere to put them in the FedEx, I mean the truck.
Mm.
So I probably had like 20, 30 capsule boxes I just threw in the trash. So, but they're nice to have, especially like if you have a display or stuff like that. I have them
Mm.
up there where Aaron Judge's face is.
And that was it. That's the thing that me as a long time collector, that's what I miss. There used to be a lot of stuff that come with limited number and would come in a box, whether it was like the capture the flag proper wooden box sat in line with mirrors, or just decent printed cardboard box like display boxes. And we don't get that anymore. I find again capsule. Probably the only ones that do it like Halloween. They've done that coffin box.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that was very impressive. I'm so sad I didn't get one.
I've got one, but I didn't. I've not got it. It's still. I've not had it sent. I think I got number 70 out of 80. That's what it was on the thing.
You don't have it yet?
No, it's still. It's waiting for him to send it. I've got about six things that need to be sent on their own or with something because I've got some museum pieces
Hmm.
coming. Like I've got three or four more capture the flags that I've managed to find,
Okay.
including the fabulous one with the diamond, carrot diamond in the front with a
That's
batsman as the
insane.
ball.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it comes with a certificate saying 0.18 carat diamond.
That's crazy.
Authentic. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
fabulous
definitely
one.
got to see that when you get that.
And I managed to also get the Derek Jeter retirement box. It's about this. It's about this big, and there was 2014 made of it, all numbered because that's when he retired,
Uh-huh.
2014. And as you open it up, it lists all his things like Rook of the Year, Slug of the Year, Golden, all that. And it's two snapbacks and a fitted, but I've managed to find the fitted versions of the two snapbacks, and it all comes in a big display box, massive, numbered.
That sounds pretty cool.
So I'm out. Well, that's going to be the one I'm going to worry about getting shipped because, for one, I don't want the box damaging, and that's probably going to cost me over $100 to ship that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
But that'll
That
be
sounds
on
like
it.
a very interesting piece, though.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it is. So hopefully that'll be on there. But we won't run out. There's plenty of stock in here to keep me going until that
Right.
thing.
I think you're good for a little bit to hold you down a bit.
So you've only been collecting properly for 3, 4 years.
Two,
So
two, 3
did you
years.
not?
Yeah.
Did you always? When did you realise like new era? Are you a new era only collector, or will you collect Mitchell and Ness?
I have a few. I have like 1 or 2 Mitchell and Nesses. I think ironically one of them was from Liz HD. It's a Knicks one. But during my snapback phase, my later teenager days, they were definitely like Mitchell and Ness snapbacks, from what I remember at least. Like 2009, 2010, 2011, when snapbacks were like the thing to wear.
But even before then, I remember as a kid, probably like early 90s. I remember my mum coming home with like 8 snapbacks, all wool, and they were all Mitchell and Ness. And I remember it was the teal Charlotte Hornets, Detroit Red Wings, Rangers, Boston Bruins, Dallas Stars. I remember they were like the first proper like cool hats. I was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm sure my parents got hats for me growing up. It's just like consciously remember, like I don't, not
What was your
really. And
first
then now
fitted?
I'm more like of a diehard sports fan than ever. So it's
Mm.
like I think
Do you remember?
now I'm more of like a crazy fan collector than ever.
Do you remember what your first fitted was?
This time collecting,
Yeah, or even in general. Do you remember the first one you ever got? What it was?
the first one, actually it was a Hat Club Icy, San Diego Padres. I remember because I didn't remember my size, and I got a 7.5, and it was too big, so I couldn't wear it. But then I realized that I'm a 7.38. So I remember that. I don't have it anymore. Ironically, I don't know. I wonder what I did with it, but yeah, that was my most recent first hat of getting back into collecting. I couldn't tell you the hats like growing up, any of the first hats. Like I've always just had Yankee hats, different types of Yankee hats. Like I
Yeah.
remember in middle school, I had like a puzzle piece Yankee hat. It was just a white
Oh,
hat with puzzle
I know
pieces.
exactly the one. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just
Yeah.
always that guy with just hats. I didn't really consider myself a collector growing up. I just had hats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You probably could have had 30 hats, but they're just hats to wear. You had different hats.
Yeah, like it wasn't like, you know
Collection
what I
wise.
mean? Oh my God, I'm gonna unbox this hat, and it's,
Yeah,
I didn't have a rack like I do now. It was just I have a hat.
yeah.
I
They
just
just
need something to wear.
literally take it off, throw it on the floor. There was no. It
Exactly. And I've
was.
lost so many hats. I probably owned like just between like moving around and letting people borrow stuff growing up. Like I've had plenty because that's all like I said, that's all I was known for was just hats.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably why I'm balding now, but
I'm the same. Literally, I used to. I've known people like my whole life that have never seen me without a hat on. Like me, if if I got up now and I had to take the trash out outside and I didn't have a hat on, I'd put a hat on to take the trash out and I'd come back and take that. But
same, me too.
I feel like I don't feel right without a hat on.
I don't
That's
either.
me, and it's weird, but
It's
that
a
is
part of me.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
who I am at this point. You know what I mean?
Walking out with your pants on. Like if I walk out with no hat on, I feel like I've got no pants on. You know?
Just you put more thought into the hat than anything,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you do when you get ready, like when you're going out or whatever you do you get ready from the hat down, or do you start somewhere else?
It depends. Sometimes I'll just get. I've got enough hats that I'll find something to match whatever I'm wearing or whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not too because I'm not a massive sneaker guy. You see,
Yeah.
I'm not. Like, I like sneakers and that, but I've got a thing that like, I can't pay full price for sneakers.
I totally understand. It's
Ridiculous,
been a
man.
while
So,
since I actually got me a
like,
nice pair of
yeah,
sneakers, but
if I buy sneakers, I'll go to the Nike outlet or whatever, and
ain't
there's
nothing wrong with that. I'm
there's
always
some
looking for a good
Jordans.
deal,
Yeah,
honestly.
listen, I found so I'll tell you what I found because I like Air Force Ones. So
Uh-huh.
just because I've got wide feet, so they're perfect for me and they're comfortable. I found some ambush Air Force Ones. There was some. Not. I listen, black with like a cream tip. Sweet. Though they were $50, I think. I'm happy with that. You know what I
That's
mean? No.
totally cool.
But then I went through a phase. I bought a couple of pairs of Jordan ones. It's the most uncomfortable sneaker I've. They're just flat.
The
There's
fact
no
that he
support.
balled in those is crazy.
There's no support. There's no.
Nope.
Did I take a pair to New York? I think I did. I literally wore them for an hour, and I went back and changed them, and I had Air Force Ones.
The fact that he was able to do what he did in the NBA with Jordan 1 should be studied. I mean,
Yeah, like how he can still walk properly now. To the, you know what I mean?
you know
Like,
what I mean? Like just cardboard, like just
yeah, and like no arch support. So you think all the jumping and that, and you've got no support for your arch and
no.
nothing.
This was
It's just
before air bubbles,
you might as
Nike
well have
bubbles,
just
and you know what I mean? Like he was like that was all him, straight
you,
from his feet.
you could have just literally stapled a flat piece of wood to the bottom of your foot. That's as much support as an Air Force a Jordan 1 is giving you.
I agree.
They're
That's the
just,
shoe that you do not wear to Disney World.
but to be
If you
honest,
plan
not
on
a lot.
walking anywhere, do not wear ones.
I think I think a lot of Jordans are not comfortable. I
No.
think that I think I always see things people complain about, is it the 3, the toe, or the 4? The toe's really narrow, so that's uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
then gosh,
I think definitely the 3, that narrow toe, but I have narrow feet, so threes do fit me nice, and
mm,
4s definitely fit me nice too. But unfortunately, I love 11s, and they're the worst freaking shoe to wear of like
yeah.
ever. The patent
Um,
leather just like weighs you down. It makes you. I have like 3, 4 pairs of 11s that don't see the light of day. I have
yeah.
actually I do have like a one pair of beater 11s that became snow boots this year.
Mm. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm literally a Timberland all year round person. I wear Timberlands all year round. That's
Mhm.
comfy.
Yeah,
So when it comes to outfit matching and that, I've seen people that they have to match the sneaker or the sneaker has to match it, and I generally don't care. I'll
I have
just
my moments where I do that. I mean, and then there's, I go to work and I just try to like be comfortable, you know what I mean? So like I'll just throw a
yeah,
hat on, like
yeah,
it is what it is. Or like
yeah,
in this situation, I got a Caitlin Clark shirt in, Iowa. She's wearing Iowa,
yeah.
but I got the Indiana fever, it just makes sense to me. So
She's pretty good, old Caitlin Clark.
oh
She
yeah,
can
I love me some Caitlin
shoot a
Clark.
ball.
She definitely can. She definitely can. Shout out to the WNBA for sure.
So obviously you're into sports and that. So do you collect anything else like sports cards or anything like that? Or
I do collect sports cards. I collect sports memorabilia. I got this Mac Miller bobblehead from the
oh,
Pirates games. They have this thing called Yinzer Palooza every year where they give out cool stuff for Pittsburgh. Now that I'm living in Pennsylvania, like
mm,
my home team right now is the Pirates. So I like getting these cool. Here's a Wiz Khalifa bobblehead.
yeah.
I like collecting sports stuff. Lots of Funkos, anime, jerseys. I'm a big jersey guy. I got about 8 Carmelo Anthony jerseys, Knicks, Nuggets,
I,
Trailblazers.
I used to be a big jersey. I used to just champion 90s champion jerseys. I had so many, but I never used to wear them. I ended up selling them all. But
Yeah,
now, you know what? Now I wish I never, because I literally had Barkley, Phoenix Suns, the purple one, the white one, the black one. I
yeah.
had Shaq, all of Shaq's Magic, Heat,
The
Lakers.
pinstripe magics. Jeez.
I had a Kobe, purple Kobe 8 jersey, the one from 98, I think it was, and that. But
I have a
I
lot
never.
of throwbacks, definitely, but I think my favorite, my prized possession is my Jeter Hall of Fame Yankee. They got the Hall of Fame patch on the shoulder. It's a beautiful jersey.
I think I've got one. I've got that one. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I have the Denver Nuggets mellow, the baby blues.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking at it right here, it's off to the side. It's a beautiful jersey. I got a
I've got.
Dame Lillard, Portland Trails Blazers. So when he came back to the Blazers, that was pretty dope. For a while, it was useless.
I've got I remember when I went to the London game, and I've got an A-Rod away jersey, but it's the 2009 World Series winning jersey with a patch. And I
he was a hero that year.
I must have had 50 people comment on that jersey. I don't know. To me, I bought it secondhand from somewhere, but everyone's like, nice jersey, nice jersey, nice jersey. Well, that's cool.
No, when the jerseys have cool patches, it elevates the jersey, man. Definitely, because like I can just picture that. What, with the 2009 patch you said on it?
Yeah, I've got that one, and I've got the same jersey with the Jeter as well, both from 2009.
Yeah, being in Florida, when I lived in Florida, jersey, like if it's summer all year round, so jerseys was like definitely my. I could wear a jersey to the beach, and be chill. You know what I mean? So I definitely had a lot of jerseys to now, not so much. I can't really wear them right now.
I've still got a few starter jackets. I do like a nice vintage.
That's something I gotta get. I haven't had one since I was a child.
I've got a Yankees one. I've got a blue Yankees one. I've got a proper Giants one, and I've just got a black one that says New York on it. It's just
Did you see the jacket that Jazz was wearing at the Knicks game? And it was like two starter jackets together. One side was Knicks, one side was Yankees.
Rangers. Oh yeah, I've seen one with the Rangers and the Knicks. I think.
I think they're
Kith.
fire.
I think it's Kith.
Kith
Did it? Yeah,
fire.
possibly. Yeah.
Kith,
silly,
man.
Silly money.
I wish I could just blow money on Kith, man. It's so crazy.
They do good stuff, to be fair.
They do, man. I mean, $70 for a graphic tee is crazy, though. $75? Sheesh.
Some serious dollar, that, isn't it? It's madness.
Lots of money, man. Lots of money.
So you big Dragon Ball fan, ain't you?
Yes, sir. Growing up, man, that was like my first thing.
Any Dragon Ball stuff, or is that?
Yeah, I got a whole the wall right there. I got those are all some Dragon Ball Z stuff right there. This one I actually got signed by the voice actor. The Funko.
Yeah.
Of Frieza.
I missed Dragon Ball. I think I know like Vegeta and Super Saiyan and Goku but that's about it. I don't know anything. I don't know stories or anything. But I know it's very popular. A lot Illist, for example, his curves.
My guy,
a lot of his hats are hooked to Dragon Ball, didn't they? He does a lot of Dragon Ball stuff.
And me and him, we became best friends essentially, just off of our love for Dragon Ball. Like, shoot, I literally was just online on PS5 playing GTA with him till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's what I love about the fitted communities, that you meet people with the same, likes or same interests, and things just, you know what I mean? Like, I love Ellis. That's my boy for real. And it's cool, he helped me get a hat made, and we're working on other stuff, and we push each other just to do better in life.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Like I was saying on your show, it's like there's lots of decent people in the community, and like you say, you start out talking about hats, but then you end up talking about other shit because you've got all that in common and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then you'll eventually meet people. Eventually,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was actually the one that showed me how to mock too. My first mock was a shout out to Snapback God. I paid $10 for my first mock.
Yeah, Snap used to get the mocks for the
I paid $10 for my first mock. It was a Jay-Z blueprint. The OG blueprint with the black and the icy blue. So it was like the Y, the script Y. in icy blue, and yeah, I never got anything out of it. I just wanted a mock-up, and then Illis taught me how
Yeah.
to make mock-ups, and I started going crazy from there.
And like you say, I enjoy doing mock-ups. Just something.
It's peaceful. It's after just decompress and just get your ideas
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
I
And
just
just
get
getting.
ideas at the weirdest time. Like I'll be stuck in
Yeah,
traffic. Like, oh shoot, that'll
I
look good
get it.
on a hat. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I'm like that. You'll be at work in traffic, and you'll be like, "That's a great idea for a DMX hat," or "That's a great idea." And
You
then
know
you're
what
like,
I mean?
and then you'll be like, "I'll remember that." And then when you get home, you
Forget
can't
it.
remember it. You're like, "What was that idea earlier?"
Forget it. I
So
have like
sometimes I think you need a
Raven
notepad to
moments.
just
Just
write it down.
oh, just thinking of an idea. Just oh snap, that's crazy. And
But
then
that,
even like having the idea and then getting back, hours later and putting it on the screen, it's
yeah,
still not easy. You know what I
no,
mean? Because like you'll have the idea and you'll think you'll have everything together, and you put the mock up and it's like, damn, it's not what I pictured. So I think sneaker guy or sneakerhead, I always get them too confused.
yeah. He said it on your show, and I say
Yeah,
it all the time. Don't ever get rid of anything. Just
exactly.
revisit
That's
it.
exactly what I was about to say.
I, I,
Exactly what I was about to
I was
say.
telling Rob this earlier. I said no matter because I showed him. I taught him how to mock up and that,
Hmm.
and like he sends me what he does. What do you think? What do you think? And I tell him, but I always say to him, I say, don't get just because you can't get it right or you don't think it looks right. I said just leave it. Come back to it in a couple of months' time. I said I've got designs that I've literally saved as work in progress that I just come back to every 6 months and just try and have another crack at it because you're thinking a bit different. You've got a different
Hmm.
idea, or let's see if I can get it. And nine
Yeah.
times out of ten, you will. You'll take a different approach, and you'll end up doing it. So
Yep, I do
not
that every
throwing
day
it.
at work. I
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes I just don't have the graphic. I like to call it the creative juice. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? I'm sitting there creating graphics for emails or sitting there creating graphics for the website, and I'm just not feeling what I'm doing. I'll save it for the next day, and it'll pop off the next day and get sales. So I take
yeah,
that advice with me with everything that I do.
yeah. 100%, 100%. Well, speaking of logos and that, so let's how should we do this? So favorite teams out of the four big leagues.
Like sports
So
wise or
yeah,
hat
yeah,
wise.
yeah. Sports wise, who are your
Okay.
teams?
Yankee fan, of course.
Yeah.
Knicks, Islanders, and Giants.
Why the Islanders?
So I started listening to this sports radio show. I wasn't watching hockey. I didn't like,
Mm,
but when the Rangers went on that run a few years ago, they went to the
yeah,
play. They were making it, what
yeah.
I mean, I was rooting for the Rangers, but there's this radio show that I listened to called DPHO in Rothenburg. They're on ESPN New York in the mornings from 6 to 10. One of the hosts he was the goalie for the Islanders back in the 2000s, number one pick in the 2000 draft.
Mm,
I've actually went to go see this show live. I've met people from that are same situation as the hack community. Like I've
mm,
met people off this show and became friends with them. Like the guy Lonnie I was telling you about that got me into
mm.
hats. I met Lonnie off the love of the DPHO and Rothenberg show. All of us are just sports diehard fans,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
listen to this show at 6 o'clock in the morning. And they made this fam club, not even a fan, it's a fam club because I consider them family.
Mm,
And I just became a Rangers Islanders fan because of the host. Rick DiPietro is his name.
yeah.
Um, he's a goalie from the Islanders back in the day, probably known for getting his shit rocked by
Yeah.
Penguins guy, broke his jaw. But I've actually had conversations with this guy. I have a picture, a screenshot of me and him on FaceTime, and he,
Mm,
said my beard is luxurious. This is the
yeah. No.
2000 Islanders goalie saying that I have
Yeah.
a nice beard. So I
Yeah.
just basically was based off that show, and just because he's the host of the show, and it was easy choice for me.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, a lot of people, a lot they don't necessarily have a team, but they'll follow a player. or that player will link them to that team. Like Doug was saying last week that he doesn't he doesn't follow an NBA team, but LeBron James. So he follows LeBron like
Mhm.
wherever he goes. Like, and I think a lot of people are like that. Like
Yes.
players, they'll follow players more so than teams. Like I'm a Knicks fan, but because I was such a big Shaq fan, I'd follow Shaq. Like, so I
I
wouldn't.
agree.
I'm still a Knicks fan, but I've got no hate for the Lakers or the Heat or the Magic because it's just. But I get upset about the Knicks. All
Yeah,
the other
I
stuff
agree
get upset
100%.
me.
I
You know?
mean, growing up, I was a Knicks fan too, but then Melo came into the league and I started watching Nuggets games.
Yeah, yeah,
And the crazy thing about, watching the Nuggets then was, like I said, I don't know if that was on my show or your show,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Allen
Yours, yeah.
Iverson was my favorite player before Melo. So when
Mm,
Iverson went to the Nuggets, you know what I mean? It was like everything to me because my old favorite player and my new favorite player on the same team. So the
yeah,
Nuggets
yeah.
gave me so many joyful moments back, and I'll always have love for the Nuggets. I don't like that they didn't retire his number.
Mm,
I believe his number should have got retired. But I'm sure they didn't expect the guy that got picked, during a Taco Bell commercial to just be,
yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean, for him to
yeah,
just do that. But
yeah.
always loved Carmelo, always loved Iverson, so I always followed them. Even when Iverson went to the Grizzlies or when he went to the
Mm,
Pistons, people don't remember those stints.
yeah.
But I've
It's a
always
bit,
had some players that I followed for
bit like
sure.
Shaq towards the end of his career when he was like
The
Celtics and
Cavs.
Suns, Cavs,
Yeah.
taking people out in the crowd. You know what I mean? Diving onto the seats, trying to get the ball, and right, but you still follow them.
With you being a old hip hop guy, do you have a Shaq album somewhere stored somewhere?
Not. I remember some of the Shaq songs though. Like, hey, listen, what? I'm sure his album's platinum.
I bet. I bet.
Yeah,
I'm not. I just figured you being the hip hop guy and you like Shaq, you'd
listen,
have
I remember
vinyl.
Kazam. I remember Shazam or Kazam or whatever it was called when he was the genie, and I'm sure he
Yeah,
did like a rap song for that. And
I'm sure he
oh,
did.
hey, listen, fair play to him. He's a crazy man. He's funny.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
right, logos, because obviously you work with logos day in day out. It's your bread and butter. So sports logos. What's your favourite? Is in your favourite of all time, and but then also, what's your favourite if to work with, sort of thing. So, like if you were designing hats and that, what would you say your favourite logos are? To
Um,
so
Honestly, it could be
what do you think the best logo in the world is, sports wise?
like side patch or just in general.
Any. So front logo. What's the best front logo in sports?
That's tough to say because
Any
I'm
sport.
I'm always gonna say the Yankee logo is like the most iconic. Like
That is
even
the most iconic
non
logo in
hat
the world.
guys would recognize a Yankee logo anywhere. You know what I mean? Like you don't
Well,
gotta love sports or love hats to know what a Yankee logo is.
if you put it in Google, I'm pretty sure that if you put what is the most like famous recognizable logo in the world, it is the Yankees logo.
Yeah, but if I were
If
to
you
take
go
all bias,
anywhere in Europe, right,
uh
you'll just see people in Yankees hats, and I
exactly.
guarantee none of them could name you three players,
No,
past, present. Half of them probably don't even know they're the New York Yankees. They just know
exactly.
they've seen a celebrity with that hat, and that they'll wear it. And that's
Yeah, you can't go wrong
power of
with a
New
Yankee
York.
hat. If I was to take full bias out of it,
Mm.
coming into the fitted community, I fell in love instantly with the 1990 All-Star patch. The
Cubs.
Cubs one.
Hmm.
That was one I collected a lot of. Because there was a time where I looked at my collection and I was just like, I don't, as a Yankee fan, I don't have enough Yankees. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Because I was introduced to all these different logos. Like I had to like lock in last year and get all Yankees just to keep up because I didn't have enough
Yeah,
Yankees because I was just showed all these new different hats, man, like Cubs hats, um, sad to say it, but I love the Diamondback hats. I love the upside down V hat when it's used right.
Yeah,
When it's used
yeah,
right. I don't
yeah.
think just
There's a
throwing, you
couple
know
of
what I mean? Like,
occasions. I'm not a fan of upside down logos in
no.
general. That's the only one that works, in
That's the
my
only
opinion,
one that works. The only one that works because
because
it,
I think to a non hat person, non sports person,
it wouldn't understand it.
that if you looked at it upright and upside down, neither looks out of place. Neither looks
Yeah.
like that. Doesn't look like it's a logo upside down. It
Yeah.
genuinely looks like
Yeah.
a thing.
It
Whereas
works. Like I seen someone try to do the upside down A's or something and
it
say
looks terrible. Looks
it was
terrible.
stupid. It was
It looks
dumb.
terrible.
Or it would, or the SF was tilted sideways for an earthquake hat. Did you see that one last year or
Yeah, I
something?
remember. Yeah, it's like you
You know,
say.
I mean, I appreciate the creativity, but like,
Yeah,
come on,
but
like I think the Diamondbacks A is the only one that works upside down, and it should stay that
mm,
way.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So what would you? All right, I'll do it. I like to mix it up a bit. What's best logo in hockey?
Best logo in hockey. I would have to say it's a toss up between the Sharks and the Wild.
Nice. The
Taking
Wild.
taking bias out of it, and not just Islanders. I
Yeah.
love what has been done with when it comes to hats with the Wild.
Mm,
I'm sad I didn't get the Twilight one. I think that was a
mm,
really good hook. Um, I love what's been done with that. What else? There's just been so many good ones, honestly.
yeah.
Crazy ones with the Blackhawks. Like I seen the Avatar Blackhawks. Like what they're doing with
Yeah.
these NHL hats is kind of
Yeah.
insane.
A lot of people say the Blackhawks is the best logo in hockey. Me, I think Wild is the best.
Yeah.
Closely with the Rangers, Lady Liberty. I think
Yes.
they're
The Wild
like
is just so clean. Like whoever designed the logo, like in general,
clever,
like
very clever.
it's so
It,
good.
it's multiple things within a logo.
It's
Like
it's Inception.
yeah, it's like you know a logo that doesn't get enough love. It's the
Which one?
Brewers. The Brewers.
The
The
Milwaukee,
MB.
the MB.
A glove, because what most people they just think it's a glove, but it is
It's
actually
an
an M
MB.
and a B
Yeah.
and a
You're
lot of
right.
logos
Creative.
are like that. There's a hidden thing in a lot of logos.
Yeah.
People just don't
You're right. You're right. Nobody you think it's a
really
glove and
look.
it's really MB. It's very creative for
But
sure.
yeah, the wild ones are good. And Sonics, the that one is probably the best logo in my opinion. In basketball, definitely. I don't think there's a better basketball
Uh
logo.
I always love the Raptors. The Raptor logos,
Yeah,
the
Raptors.
colors, Vince Carter at the time, you know what I mean?
Mm,
And I always loved Jurassic Park and dinosaurs as a kid,
yeah.
so, like, I always could relate to the
Yeah,
Raptors for some
because
reason.
I remember when the Raptors didn't exist.
Yeah,
I remember when the Vancouver Grizzlies and the Toronto Raptors, they were the two expansion teams. I think it was 98, 99, was it? Something like that.
and
I think,
even the Grizzlies logos back
yeah,
then, fire.
they are.
Vancouver, I remember I had a snapback
Mm.
back in my snapback days.
Not again, 90s logos, 90s NBA in general. It's got the
Undefeated,
logos. Like
undefeated for sure.
The Rockets, that was a good one. The Jazz, they were all the Nuggets, the multicolored like
The
skies,
rainbow.
like yeah,
Even
that
the navy and gold nuggets with the
yeah,
red, with that little hint of red, the Matumbo
yeah,
nuggets.
they're
Um,
all
let
Charlotte.
me think.
That's a
Dude,
classic.
even the Warriors, man, the Jason Richardson Warriors with the navy
Mm,
blue and
yeah, yeah,
the
like with the
orange, that
guard,
was
like the
fire. You couldn't
yeah,
go wrong with NBA jerseys back in the day, man.
no, exactly. There were, and then what about NFL? Because if I'm honest, NFL ain't really. They don't really have that good of logos, do they?
No, like
I'd
I
say
only
that
get Giants
the
hats because
weaker.
I'm a Giants fan.
Yeah, I only really
There's
collect.
no, I don't got no crazy
I'd say that. What would you say the most famous NFL logo? The Dolphins, probably.
Dolphin. Yeah, every.
Ace Ventura made the
I
Dolphins
don't want to
popular.
say it, but I guess the Cowboys.
They're,
You know what I
they're
mean?
probably, they're
Everybody
probably
loves
the most famous team. I'd say the Cowboys.
America's team. I guess. It's the most recognizable. I would guess. You know, every
It's them or the 49ers for most recognisable.
49ers.
A lot of old school people, like from the 70s
Yeah,
and 80s, were Niners fans. Like my dad.
Steelers. I like the Steelers. I mean, being in Pittsburgh now, I see a lot of Steelers. Um,
Yeah, Bears. I know the Bears, but
Bears.
everyone, especially in England, people like old again, like people like 50 plus or whatever, they'll just go on about William Perry and Walter Payton, the '86 Bears, that they were like as the
Yeah,
great team to ever live.
the
You
well
know,
known. Speaking of football, how you feel about Nicolas Cage playing John Madden? Have you seen that?
I I I, I, I don't think he. I think he's not going to sound like him, is he? He's going to sound like Nicolas Cage. I think.
I honestly, if I'm being 100% with you, Nicolas Cage is my least favorite actor in the world. So
Yeah,
just to see him get up there and look
yeah.
like
I don't
I don't
mind him,
like
but
any of his movies. It doesn't do it for me.
he just plays Nicolas Cage. He plays himself.
Yeah,
Doesn't he? It's very. But yeah, it's a strange choice. I'm sure there was
right.
better options than
You don't think
Nicolas Cage. To be
John
honest.
Madden, Nicolas Cage
Yeah,
doesn't, you know?
nothing alike.
Just thought that was funny.
No, yeah. But I'm the same. I only buy Giants hats, NFL wise. I only buy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's been any other football. I would like to get
I think I might
sneakerheads
have a.
Bills.
I think I've got.
Sneakerheads some nice Bills hats.
Yeah, I'm sure
You
I've got
know,
a Steelers
Bills
hat,
don't
maybe.
bother me. I'd rock the Bills. I wouldn't get like a Patriots hat. I wouldn't
Yeah,
get um I'm trying to think like if there's been any like crazy like football hooks, like
not really.
not
They're not
really.
really done. They're not done a lot, are they? To be fair. I suppose that the Raiders. That's the most. Apparently, the Raiders is the most. Is the most popular selling logo in this country. Is the
Yeah.
Raiders.
Especially because the majority of the hat stores are on the West Coast too. So I'm sure
Mm,
Raiders get get made more for the most part.
yeah.
A Charger hat would be nice. I seen a few like LaDainian Tomlinson hook Charger hats, or
Mm,
I would like to see more college football hats. Honestly, like as a Penn State fan, I don't see any Penn State hats. I only have one Penn State hat.
yeah, college. Yeah, college stuff. Again, you don't see a lot of that. Well, I don't think they've got the licensing for that over here.
Probably not.
You can't
But I
get
was able to snag a Penn State hat from Hat Dreams.
you can't get college football, basketball, AHL, anything over it in Europe. 'Cause they haven't got the license.
That sucks.
Yeah, but well, listen, that's a good lineup of logos. I think there's some.
Yeah, I'm your typical.
What's one
Yeah.
logo if you were going to make a hat? What's the one logo you'd wanna do a hat?
That Yankee 1959, I think. Right now I have a Marty Supreme. You know the movie Marty Supreme?
Yeah, the table tennis one.
Yeah, I have a mock in mind that I want to use with that logo, and it's honestly one of my favorite Yankee logos, the circle one, the one with the circle and the hat and the bat.
Oh, this one. That.
Yeah. It has it's like the 1959 logo, but I
Yeah.
have an idea for for a Marty Supreme Yankee, and I kind of want to use the middle ball and make it orange like the ping pong ball.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, I
And
definitely
again,
want to, or 99. A typical 99 side patch would work for me. I just want to be able to make a Yankee. Honestly,
yeah,
it'd be
I
nice.
want to. Yeah, I'd like to do a 99, and I'd like to do.
I'd like to do an alternate 2000 too.
There's a. I think it's a 1940. I've got one somewhere. 1949 All Star. Is that it? That's it. It's not even on a Yankees hat. It's on a. But it's a Yankees All Star game, I think.
It's a Philly Athletics, isn't it?
That patch.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's an All Star. Yeah, it's an old one. This is. I don't know. I don't even know where I got that. But yeah, I seen it. I was looking through All Star game patches earlier, and I was like, you know what? That doesn't get done a lot.
Definitely not.
That and is it the 39 Yankees World Series?
I think it's 49 or 59.
With the it looks like a shield. Is that it there? Oh no, it's the 39 All Star game. Yeah.
That's another thing about this. This is like history to me.
Yeah.
Like with the logos and patches and stuff like that. It's like team history. So I've always been. I can see all your 99s put together there on your camera.
Yeah, I got 99s, 2000s, 96s. I've only got a couple of 98s. I think
that's 75th World Series. Is that a Yankee patch?
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Yankees. They are. They're what we got. That's just like a normal blue one.
That's a logo I don't have yet.
A full satin one.
That's a For You Caps, isn't it?
I don't know. And then the bourbon and suede, probably the most slept on pack toppers ever did. Quality is unbelievable. So it's like it's bourbon, and then the UV's grey suede.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They did every team in that, and the hats are so like, high quality. But
that's the patch I don't have yet. I don't have that patch yet.
Yeah,
I still have so much more collecting to do.
But remember, a lot of the patches that they use a lot of the time, they're like the alternative patch. It's like that 99. That's not the proper 99 World Series patch.
No,
the proper one looks like the 98, and then but it just says 99 on it.
Just like there's two 2000s.
Yeah, the Subway series is an alternate. Is an alternate, whereas the normal 2000 is quite a lot like them ones. Is that it there? There's the original. That's the proper 2000.
Yep.
Which is.
I like that one better. I like that one better than the
alternate Subway series. There's that one. It's crazy how there's all alternate ones, and some you can use, some you can't.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I like the main 2000 better than the Subway series one.
Yeah, I like the Subway series, but I think
I don't think there's anything wrong with the Subway series one. I just like the.
I think it's been done. It's been done to death.
The Subway series.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can do to it that hasn't been done now. I think.
Yeah.
It's very. I still think a 96 is a classic. Not beating
96, 99.
99's good now because you can color all the patch, the the background, the world, all the same color and that now, and it's all. That's why the All Stars, the 90, or like you said, the Cubs, that's so good because each individual star and stripe can be colored different.
Yep.
And that's good for hooks as well.
It's so
for certain things.
Even the Philly Bell, what is that? 95?
96.
96. That's another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
That is a good one.
There is one Red Sox hat that I actually actually wanted at one point. It was an F&F, so I'll never see it again. It was a Batman Forever. It was with the cascading bee.
Oh yeah.
And it had the what was there 99 with the wall in the back?
Yeah, 99 All-Star.
99 All-Star. It was with that. Nice hat, beautiful hat. I don't know who made it, but I know I'll never see it.
Yeah, it's tough, man. These Boston hats. No more. No more.
Yeah.
Right
I
then,
mean, the
Wes.
fact that I can even consider a Boston hat, like, that should speak volumes to the hat itself.
Yeah, it's got to be a good hat to not make you buy it. Right, let's get on to the good stuff then, Wes.
What we
Crown
got?
One.
Oh, snap.
There we
That's
go.
cool.
Let's
So obviously I couldn't not show my hat. I don't have nothing crazy. I just have, hats. I know you got the Terror Squad and stuff like that.
No, but
Hats,
this is about you and the story and what it means to you. And
this was my first hat, Star Fox. I grew up playing Star Fox.
Hooked from what? Star Fox 64?
No, the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
so if you look at the Super Nintendo game cover, it has Star Fox, and it's literally these same colors.
Yeah, I had it. I remember. Yeah, on the Super Nintendo.
Like I've seen so many different Star Foxes done, but none based off like the earlier games. And look at the I don't know, man. This
that's one of the best patches ever. The Battle of the Bay '89. Again, did you know that patch? That's an alternate World Series patch. That's not the original.
Yeah, the original is like it's like a diamond, right?
Yeah, and it just says 1989 World Series. The same from like 82 to 89 was.
I actually think
You've probably got the original one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 89.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, compare that to the Battle of the Bay. Come on,
the Battle of the Bay is so much better. It means so much more too, like
because
like if you talk to people from California that are big, like into the like the teams
Oakland against San Fran, isn't it? You know what I mean?
It's area. But this hat means like the world to me. I went with the baddie. I went with the color of his air wing, the ship. But everything else is just based off the actual cover itself. Kelly green button with the green UV.
Nice.
Just symbolizes Super Nintendo and Star Fox.
And it's your first hat.
It's my first hat. So yeah, it definitely means the world to me. And hopefully not last.
It is the ultimate question. Did you get two?
No.
Come on,
I got one.
Literally every hat I make, I keep two.
Yeah, I didn't have much control. I didn't have much control over it. It was more of like pro image, and I probably could have bought one then back when it did drop. And I just was looking the other day. I didn't see it on the website, so I don't even know if it's sold out or not. But
yeah, I always buy two, one to wear and one to keep pristine, and just that I can always.
Definitely, I'll probably do that for the second hat for sure.
Because it'd be one of them things that if you'll down the line, in say you wear it to death, or you lose it, or it gets trashed, or you just want to put it up, you'll be like, I wish I fucking got I kept one. Nice.
Yeah, I know I will. I don't wear it as much because it's a loud hat. Like you know what I mean? Like, so I did use it the mock-up as so when I got my job, I had to like show our graphic design portfolio. I used the mock-up as one of my
awesome. I like that. That's a good. But it's
It
one of
actually
them.
won hat of the week
Yeah.
for when it dropped too. So that's also cool.
Hey, credit to the design. Credit to the design. Plus, it's one of them. If you retire it, you can easily get the steamer, flatten the brim back out, put the sticker back on, give it a brush, in a bag
Yeah,
on the shelf. You know, when it's retired, and keep it pristine.
definitely. It's
I
a
like,
beautiful hat. Just
I
looking
like
at
that.
it. I rarely look at it, but now that I'm looking at it some more.
It's nice because it's good. It's because you can look at that and that's come out of your brain. You've looked at that Star Fox cover and you've took the whatever you've saw and then you've translated it into that hat. Only you could do that. Me and you could look at the same thing
And do
and
it
we're not going
differently.
to produce the same hat. And
That's the
that's what
beauty of
and that's what I
it,
love.
though. Yeah,
That's why like when people some people get well, oh, I did that hook. Oh, I hooked it to that. It's not yours for a
yeah,
start, but 10 people can look at the same thing and produce 10 different hats. And that's the art of the creativity. And that's the beauty
exactly.
of it. You know what I mean?
And I admire good work. Or I'll
Yeah,
see something and then be like, damn, I probably could have come up with that idea. And
yeah.
it is what it is. If I don't come up with that idea, I don't. I
Mm,
not everybody has the same
yeah,
wires, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
But like you said, if me and you we probably could have done 10 different mock-ups to that Star Fox and not one of them would have been
Yeah.
the same.
It's like I can say now, right, tomorrow, do a mock up based on this. And we both do one and then both send it each other. I guarantee it'll be nothing alike. It'll be completely different.
Yeah. And
And
that's
then
what you
that's
gotta love about the whole
yeah,
creative process of it, because every mock-up, every stitch, every patch all has a little bit of yourself in it.
yeah, exactly. Just like if you said, right, do a Yankees hat. There's that many different front logos to choose, scripts, logos, different patches, different colours. The chances of doing anywhere near the same amount are slim.
Very
So that's
slim.
why, like, when people get upset about stuff, it's not worth it, man. There's
Definitely
enough to
not.
go around. Right, Wes. Crown 2. Oof. Let's see what's
Um,
coming up
this
now.
this crown has a little bit of a story to it.
That's what we're here for.
Um,
What we're here for.
it's kind of like a health story. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so this is a Lugia LA Dodgers. Is a Pokemon hook. Um, but the last time I wore this hat, I was dealing with some health issues. I was having seizures and whatnot. Um, so it's been 2 years since I had a seizure, and this hat kind of reminds me of just overcoming
Mm,
mental. I'm not mental, but health problems. Like you can still see like had the seizure and I slapped my face on the ground, and you can still see the blood from when I
yeah, yeah.
fell. So I haven't had a seizure in 2 years, and this hat, is kind of like, a reminder of like just overcoming health issues. Um,
Yeah.
it's a weird story, but it just
No, yeah,
reminds
but
me that
it's like you say. That's what, like I said to you when I said, like, just get 3 hats.
yeah,
Sentimental, nostalgic. It's the story that hat represents that
yeah,
time in your life, that story. And like you say, and if it gives you a positive energy from it, and it makes you, then that's what it's all
yeah.
about.
It's a beautiful hat. I mean, it's a
Mm,
pinky. It just sucks that the guts were white because I got blood in it, but I didn't clean it because I felt like it added more personality to the hat.
yeah.
I love the eyelets being red too. You don't see
Mm,
that
yeah.
often. Different color eyelets. Um, it's a Pokemon hook, and it's probably only one of 2 Dodgers I have in my collection. I don't really like the Dodgers.
This is valid. Valid. Yes, very valid.
Yeah, the other Dodger I have, and it was an F&F to support another. Back when I first started, I just felt like I had to support everybody. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
okay, I'll sign up for your F&F. Yeah, your F.
yeah,
Everybody gets an F. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So did you know what caused your seizures or anything? Was it?
it was lack of sleep. I wasn't sleeping enough. I at that point in my life, I was drinking a lot too.
Mm,
So the combination of lack of sleep and the alcohol was kind of just making me like have these seizures. Um, I'm pretty sure I was leaving my sister's birthday party, and I'm coming out of Publix, I believe, and I just blacked out, and I woke up in the ambulance, and this was the hat I was wearing,
mm.
and I haven't had a seizure in 2 years.
Well, now listen. Long may that continue. Long may that
Yes, sir.
continue.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I appreciate that.
Dodgers saved you. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Who would have
Poetic,
thought?
that is poetic.
Right. And then the next hat is even more crazy because it's
Well, now you've said it. Here we go.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Ooh, ooh.
This was my first ever FNF. It's a Dragon Ball Z hook based off Trunks, made by Intro and JP Fitteds.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the strong bird anymore, but man, look at that. Look at that
Yeah, I think
metallic and the lavender in there.
I'm pretty sure that logo's been retired, isn't it?
It's
From
retired, yeah. So it's also, sentimental to that. Um, this was my first FNF and the first hat and only hat that I've ever spent $80 on.
wow, $80. When was that? Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Jesus.
It was my first hat I've ever
Yeah,
purchased from like anybody other than a store. Nice little lavender UV.
nice. Hey, listen, I'm a fan of unusual UVs. I think there should be more of it.
Yeah. And it's based off Dragon Ball Z, man. So this was, how they say the gateway drug. This was
That's what
the first hat
hooks
that
you
let
in.
me go crazy.
Point of no return.
And I mean, I don't even have that much. Last time I counted, I have 173.
Listen, that's still a lot. And then before you know it, you won't count for 6 8 months, and then you'll have a quick. You won't do a precise one. You'll just like rough finger count.
Yeah.
You'll be on 400.
Yeah. And then
It,
soon I'll need
it,
another hat rack. And you're like,
yeah,
holy shit, I actually have a problem. No, it's
massive.
been fun. I've enjoyed it. My wallet, maybe not so much, but I get what I can, and I buy what I like, and that's all I can do.
And that's what it's about. Listen, right, people, there's worse things you can spend your money on. You know what I mean? The hats are not going to kill you.
Hmm.
You
I
know?
say that all the time. I could have worse, far worse addictions.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? And listen, they're there. Enjoy it. Buy what you want. Exactly. And that's what it's all about.
Definitely.
Right. It's time for the flashback crown. And you know what? Don't really know what it's going to be. So this is going to be an on the spotter, I think.
Ooh, the
So
suspense is killing me.
I'm going to try and think. Let's have a look. Oh well,
Big
we were on
juicy.
about boxes and stuff, weren't we? So let's pull out a little. We'll pull this bad boy.
Ooh.
So this
Okay.
was called "Welcome to Fear City." Yeah, so it's like all military theme. So basically, the story behind this in the 70s, New York was dangerous, like really dangerous. Like people were just getting attacked and killed and stuff like that. So basically, the mayor of New York at the time, he didn't want tourists and people coming to the city because it was dangerous. So basically, they made this campaign, and it was called "Welcome to Fear City." And as you can see at the bottom, it says a survival guide for visitors of the city to New York. Now, they genuinely handed this out to people.
1975, it looks like.
Yeah, and then it's got all the different things, and then it's got the rules. So it's like survival, like the incidence of crime and violence in New York is shockingly high, worse every day. During a 4-month period, April 75, robberies were up 21%, aggravated assault was up 15%, larceny 22%, and burglary 19%.
Jesus.
So basically, it was that rough. So basically, the mayor and the city made some guidelines for people to stick to stay safe. So stay off the streets after 6 p.m. Even in Midtown Manhattan, muggings and occasional murders are on the increase due to during early evening hours. Do not be misled by late sunsets during the summer season. If you walk into Midtown at 7:30, you will observe that the streets are nearly deserted.
What?
2, do not walk, just in general. It says if you must leave your hotel after 6 p.m., try not to go out alone. Summon a taxi by telephone or ask the hotel doorman to call a taxi while you remain in the hotel lobby. Follow the same procedure when leaving a restaurant, theatre, or other location on your evening activity.
Interesting.
Listen, it's a wild place. 3, avoid public transport. Yeah, they've just told you to get a taxi.
Okay.
Subway crime is so high that the city recently had to close off the rear half of each train in the evening so that passengers could huddle together and be better protected. Like that, and that goes on a bit. Number 4, remain in Manhattan. Police and fire protection in other areas of the city is grossly inadequate and will become more inadequate. In the South Bronx, which is known to police officers as Fort Apache, arson has become an uncontrollable problem. If you remain in Midtown areas and restrict your travel to daylight hours, emergency service personnel are best able to provide adequate supervision and protection. Hey, listen, sounds like a war zone, don't it? New York in the 70s.
Yeah. You're giving me Warriors vibes.
Protect your property. Theft has become a great problem. If you walk on Madison Avenue or in other Midtown locations during business hours, you will observe that many merchants keep their doors locked and will admit customers only after careful inspection. Safeguard your handbag. Conceal property in automobiles. Do not leave valuables in your hotel room and do not deposit them in a hotel vault. Be aware of fire hazards. So that was basically, this was a 2-pack from Hat Club. And as you can see from the front, there was only 70 made, and this is number 53. And basically, you got a pair of hats. So you got a black one.
Oh shoot!
With a "Welcome to Fear City" pin. You got a black one, and then you got a grey and black one with a Fear City pin.
That's dope.
And then I think at the same time that they did these, Puma also had a collab called "Welcome to Fear City," and they had this on a T-shirt, some shorts. They had a pair of Puma sneakers with that on as well.
That's pretty dope. I like that.
But I mean, like this is cool shit that Hat Club used to do. You know what I mean? Like,
how long ago did you get that?
This is probably 2020, maybe 2019, possibly. But I mean, look, there's like I've got like 2, 3 other ones. You know what I mean? They got a. I'll show you another one. This not this one. It's behind here. So you'll appreciate this one, being a sports fan. So you've got the rally cap, and then on each side you've got that was Dodger Stadium, Yankees, 1981. Then you've got Yankee Stadium, 1978. Dodger Stadium, 88. And then Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium, 96. Basically, again, Hat Club, special box. I don't think you could wear this. Well, you probably could, but
that's crazy.
Comes with a pin, but it's literally made like that, and it's genuinely insides.
That's crazy.
And you got that, and even come with 2 iron-on patches. They come with it.
Wow.
For the 96 and the thing. But yeah, it's mad, that, isn't it? That literally, that's how they made it inside out, fully proper. There we go, look.
That's
Actually,
wild.
You know what? It ain't that bad, to be honest. Could rock.
That is wild. Interesting.
But again, it's cool shit you don't see anymore. Oh,
no.
Why don't someone do that?
That's crazy. I appreciate that, though.
That's a vintage piece. You ever seen one of them? The recap.
No.
So basically, it's this is how you used to restore and reshape hats. You buy one of these. Yeah, I'll show you. Comes with a brush. Then you add a cleaning solution, a shaping solution, and then basically it's like a inflatable, and you pump it up, put the hat on it, and it can. So you spray that shaper all inside the hat, put it on, shape it, and then you can steam it, and then you just leave it on there for a day or 2, and then deflate it, and it's perfectly reshaped your hat.
Interesting. That's a good thing to have.
Listen, so rare now because they stopped making them, and for whatever reason, they just never bothered to redo it. If they brought these back, they'd sell so many of these because everyone would have one.
Hell yeah!
You know what I mean? You buy how many times? How many times have you bought a hat off eBay or whatever, and they've not shipped it in a box, and it turns up flat? Listen, that is saved so many hats.
I can imagine. That's definitely a necessity to have if you're a collector.
I'm gonna do a video with this at some point in the week because I've got a few hats I want to restore, sort of thing. And there's one hat I've had it for a while, and basically, so I used to be into snowboarding. I used to snowboard, and there's a company called Forum Snowboards, and back in 2008, 2009, they made loads of snowboards. You know Bob Ross, the painter, Joy of Painting. So basically, all the boards, they used his art and made loads of boards. Well, they also made a hat. Hang on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Hang on. So they made a hat. I've had it ages, but it needs reshaping in that. So that's like the gold, metallic gold snowboard thing. But then got Bob Ross.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but look at that.
Wow.
It's all Bob Ross painting, and then inside it's all satin, and it's all different Bob Ross paintings.
That's a great fur collector right there. Jeez.
So, but as you can see, it's
it needs some Dr. Mario.
It's like a woolen tweed. So I'm gonna do a video I've got some crown clean and that. I'm going to do a video with some crown clean, some reshaper, and we'll see. We can get Bob Ross back up to spec.
Definitely need it.
But yeah, so there's a bit of history, a bit of some older stuff.
Definitely, I definitely enjoy history, especially sports history and hat history too.
I mean that. To be honest, that rally cap's not that bad when you wear it.
Really?
Yeah, I might wear that one day, just actually in public. I think I might wear it.
It's interesting. The sweatbands on the outside. So what protects the sweat on the inside?
You know what I mean? And for people who are watching, especially our English viewers, if you don't know, the rally cap was basically a baseball game. Is it the seventh inning? You do it. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
If your team are down and you're trying to get them motivated, everyone takes the hat off, turns it inside out, and puts it on. Hence why it's already inside out.
That definitely makes sense. I even put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
So, more you know.
So a bit of baseball, bit of inside baseball, as I say. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Love some baseball. Coming soon.
Well, you never know. I don't really think an Englishman can say anything about baseball. I couldn't really do a show about baseball. I don't know enough.
Baseball, man. It's a beautiful thing, dude. Like if you like, I don't know, like.
Oh, if you get into it, it's people. You know what it is. People, especially in this country, have got baseball's boring because they just see it. They don't see it for what it actually is. Where it's more the long game. It's a tactical. It's using all your pieces
like chess,
to the right, and it's moving and it's tactical and
it's why good managers are so important in baseball.
Yeah, it's
one wrong decision or one, you leave a pitcher in there for just one pitch too long, and then the whole game gets blown wide open.
He could have pitched 99 balls at 100 mile an hour, and then that 100th ball could be slightly slower off and gets hit for an home run.
Let's take it a little bit to a more recent situation. Yankees Dodgers World Series 2024. Nestor Cortez is just coming off. Nestor Cortez is just coming off an injury, right? We had another lefty in the bullpen that was on fire that year. I forget his name, but the analytic numbers were better than Nestor Cortez coming out in that. Aaron Boone goes to the other lefty. I forget his name. It bothers me that I forget the pitcher's name. Aaron Boone goes to that lefty. I think game 1 ends differently. Cortez didn't pitch since like
he gave quite a lot up, didn't he, in that game?
Yeah, he gave up the grand slam.
Yeah.
He gave up. We had game 1 in the bag, and I hate that I bring this up, but it's just a comparison. Like if he made a better decision that game, we'd be talking about the 2024 World Series did a little bit differently. Game 1 sealed our fate for the rest of the series.
And do you also think that game 1 was the nail in the coffin for Cortez leaving?
Yeah. Cortez leaving and his career going down the drain after that.
Yeah.
He was not the same pitcher. He was not, because we wrecked him several times as a Brewer when he was on the Brewers. We just had his number. But if you think about it, like if Aaron Boone goes to a different pitcher instead of Cortez, we win game 1, and I think it ends differently, because if you think about it, like they had nothing left in the tank after game 1. Like the souls were taken out of them after game 1. Me too, as a fan watching it, like you know what I mean? Like I have nothing left in the tank after game 1.
No, that's very true. And plus, like you say, that they went 5, didn't they go? They went 5 games with Cleveland as well, didn't they? In the one before. So whereas the Dodgers cruised
were ready to go. So you take game one, and it's a completely different series. It's a completely different series because they didn't have nothing left after that game one, besides that one game that we did win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That and if you think about it, they probably have that energy the whole way through if they win game one.
Yeah. Like you say, I think game one's so important, World Series, because that sets the tone. That gives whoever the momentum.
Yeah.
I think.
And they had no momentum after that because they had that game in the bag. Had it. There should have been no reason we lost that game. But I'm just a Yankee fan. What more do I?
The what ifs. We love the what ifs.
Yeah, there's your history lesson for me.
But so, before we go, one last thing. Do you reckon Boone is the right man, or do you reckon he should have gone?
He should have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, but
I
is there
don't
anyone
think
out there to replace
Girardi.
him?
I don't think they should have fired Girardi.
No.
I mean, but who you replacing Boone with if we did?
That's what I mean. Do you reckon it's more a case of they probably would have liked to have got rid of him, but there's just no one that's an upgrade on him to replace him at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see anybody you could replace him with. I mean,
or is the Yankees have they got that appeal now? Like, it's because they always did have the appeal of that's the place to go, but now is it a case that it's not that?
I think you have some players who still feel like the pinstripes mean something, but nowadays I feel like if you don't come with your wallet open to that player, then you're not. Chances are you're not. I mean,
and do you reckon that puts a lot of managers off as well because the expectation of being Yankee manager? Do you think that puts a lot of people?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, if I had the opportunity to manage the Yankees and I had like maybe the Cubs, I mean, if I didn't have big league experience, I'd probably go Cubs. Like the expectations of the Cubs are far much lower than the Yankees. I feel like fan wise. I mean, like,
and I'd probably think that also you'd probably, as the Cubs manager, you're given a lot longer leash to manage the team. Whereas I think as a Yankees manager, I'm sure they're closely watched and they probably haven't got as much. Higher ups are probably
I don't even think Boone does his own lineups. I think Boone gets everything from upstairs. Like,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
I think the reason they fired Girardi was because Girardi gave so much, lit back. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't afraid to show what he, say what he thought. And Boone is just a puppet. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Boone pleases the, you know what I mean, the higher,
and like you say, and I think that probably puts a lot of aspiring and top managers off because they haven't got that. Like Dave Roberts, I'm sure he selects his team. He looks like he's that kind of person, and that they trust him enough to just do it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Boone is just a scapegoat.
Yeah, but then you got to think we see that, so other managers see that. So who's going to be the one that goes, well, I fancy that job? It's not really it doesn't entice you in. The only thing that's enticing you in is money, I think.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that the last Yankee managers have been former Yankee players. So,
yeah.
Think about it, like.
Yeah, because Girardi was in the 2009 team, weren't he?
Yeah. So I don't know who we would replace Boone with. I mean, I would love to see Jeter one day, but I don't think he would do it.
Can he do it because of his stake in the Marlins?
He gave that up.
Oh, does he give that up?
I'm pretty sure he gave that up because now he's on the broadcast now with David Ortiz. So I don't think he'd be able to do that without giving that up.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets the Tom Brady treatment.
No.
You're watching the game tomorrow or no?
It's 12:30 when it's
too late for you, right? Yeah.
I'll probably watch the highlights.
Yeah, because when it starts, it's already freaking 11 o'clock for you.
12:30, I think it starts. That's when kickoff is. So it's.
Oh yeah, so 6 o'clock is
Oh,
not
it's
actually
West
when
Coast as
kickoff.
well, so it's probably later.
I hate that. Like, just and then you're gonna have like a 2-hour halftime show. Nothing against the performer, but like I gotta work in the morning, man. It's just
Yeah, there's a lot of, you know what I mean. I think it's the only game in the world that is at. It's down as being an hour, but takes like 4 hours. You know what I mean? There's an hour of play time, but it's 4 hours after all the stops, starts, timeout, shows, breaks.
Do you guys get a day off after the World Cup or something like that, or no? Like, is there like a no? I think
if we won it,
Super Bowl Monday should be a national holiday for us. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think if they won it, you'd probably get maybe a national holiday for that year. But no, you're going to work, and that's that.
That's
You know
tough
what I
on
mean?
sports fans. Yeah, let's just have the biggest game of the year on a Sunday night when everybody has to work the next day.
Yeah, why can't they just have it Saturday? I don't understand why it was Sunday. It's just nothing happens on the Saturday, so just
Nothing remotely good happened yesterday. They could have just played yesterday, honestly.
exactly.
Have the day off tomorrow. The day, you know what I mean? Like, oh well, what can you do?
Hey, listen, right. So that was thoroughly enjoyable, Wes. I must admit, you showed some good acts, some good stories behind them, some good knowledge. We've covered all sports logos. We've shown some stuff. It's been, I think, all around both shows. I think both shows have been spot on. I think.
Yeah, the last
We've done
4
good.
hours with you. I feel
Yeah.
like. What time is it?
Yeah.
9:43.
2:45 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
3 in the morning right now.
Yeah, 2:45. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I'm good, man. Right. So yes, thank you very much for coming
Of
on,
course,
Wes.
man, thanks for having me.
I'll link everything in the description below. If you haven't already checked it out, please catch him. I'd say a precise time, but you change it up, don't you?
Yeah, it really depends based on the
weekend.
guests. Like I try to work around them. But for the most part, I'd rather do it Saturdays.
Yeah. So get over to his channel, Cap. I always get. I find it hard for me to say. Caps Locked Pod. That's it on YouTube. Subscribe. Watch some of the episodes back. It's full of good stuff. Hats, sports, Dragon Balls.
Next week I have 239 Fitteds. I don't know if you know who that is. He's the one that does the energy pins.
Yeah, energy. Yeah.
239 energy. I think that's what his name is, 239 energy. But he's dropping a new pin. Might be a giveaway for that one, so who knows?
Nice. You heard it there, folks. Tune into that one next week. Obviously, tune into this next week as well. I'm not going to tell you who the guest is. I like to keep that secret. So from Wes, from myself, see you next time on Flashback to the Fitteds. See ya.
See ya.